This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and the latest news from Alpena Community College with Dr. Olin Joynton. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Stephanie Gondula from Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Hi, Stephanie.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
I know that everybody thinks that NOAA probably isn't real busy in the wintertime, but man, you folks are busy.
We sure are. Things keep rolling.
Christmas Tree Ship Program.
That's right. Just last week, we finished interacting with over 250 third through fifth graders in 5 different elementary schools. The furthest afield was Alcona. Went out there and we put on this program. The whole Thunder Bay education team goes out to these classrooms, spent a couple hours with these students as they play shipwreck detective to try and figure out the Christmas tree ship story. Was it a real story? Is it a fable? And it's a great way for the teachers to get some historical lessons in place, and it's also a lot of fun for the kids. We make a Christmas tree ornament at the end of the program, but it's based on a real ship, the Rouse Simmons, that sank with a load of Christmas trees. And so obviously perfect for this time of year, and we use actual primary source materials, ship records, life-saving station reports, the ship registrations, and so the enrollment forms. And so the kids are actually looking at these photographs and these documents to solve the mystery, fact or fiction, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, yay. Well, you folks do so many good outreach programs with schools and the community, so that sounds like a good one, and congratulations.
Yes, thank you. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy that one.
And now as you're wrapping up this year, I'm sure your statistics and all of your stats and everything you've done have to have blown you out of the water. You
know, it seems like every year it just gets better and better, and we reach out to more and more people from further away. It looks like we had almost 10,000 on the Glass Bottom boat this year, and a lot of those numbers were classroom cruises. And this is something we're doing now in the spring and in the fall. Like a full month dedicated each season to taking these students, all ages, literally kindergarten up to community college, out on the boat and doing all sorts of ecology exercises, history, of course, shipwrecks, but we're not just about the shipwrecks. There's so much more that's special here in the sanctuary. Geology, biology, we got the sinkholes, the reef restoration project. So there's so much to learn in this hands-on environment out there on the water. And then the Visitor Center, over 80,000 people this last year at the Visitor Center. And, you know, we're not over. A few more days left in the month. So.
And when you look through the guest book and see the nations, the countries, the states where everyone comes from, it's unbelievable.
It's really exciting. Yeah.
It is. So what else is exciting happening at NOAA?
Well, so we wrapped up the Christmas Tree Ship program. That's a big one. And then starting off right away in January, we do have an evening of archaeology. It's a lecture that a graduate student from East Carolina University, maritime archaeology graduate student, is actually coming up to do this lecture. He did a stint here with AmeriCorps. So a service member with AmeriCorps, one of our education partners. And he's coming up to do a lecture on the Puabic. The many identities of the ghost ship, the death ship Puabic, the big steamer that sank in 1865 with over 1,000 tons of copper.
Wow.
And a lot of people, unfortunately, went down with that ship. So that's going to be a very interesting lecture about the history and archaeology of the Puabic, and that is on January 8th at 7 p.m. at the Heritage Center. And the exhibits, of course. I mean, there's always new and exciting things in the exhibits. There's only a few more weeks left to see the Discover the Great Lakes exhibit, which is we have it up on the mezzanine, and it's been traveling around the state of Michigan. It's been here for a little over a year now, and it's has these hands-on tools that scientists, all sorts of different scientists, use on the Great Lakes. And it's sort of a snapshot of different research projects that go on the Great Lakes. So it's a great exhibit. If you haven't seen it, just a couple more weeks of that left in exhibits.
Get in and see that.
Right, exactly.
And then the Sanctuary Store.
Sanctuary Store is doing great. You know, I'm sitting in my office. If I'm not in schools or out diving, I'll be in the office, and I forget to go out to the store. And just the other day, you know, buying Christmas presents, I was in there, and the stock and the variety, it increases every day. There's all sorts of, I think I did most of my Christmas shopping, which is very convenient for me.
Yes, well, and the prices are wonderful.
They're great. They're really great.
I couldn't believe, you know, when I went in there, I thought, wow, because usually, you know, stores like that are a little pricey, but there's some very affordable, very nice logo items, Alpina items. It's really a unique spot to get something for someone who has everything.
That's right. I mean, there really is. There's toys, of course. There's shipwreck books, maritime movies, and of course all the logoware. So really something for everyone. And I think there might be some sales after Christmas. So and it's open every single day. New Year's Day we're closed, but the exhibits are open every day of the year except for Christmas and New Year's.
Okay, now as this tapes, Christmas is 1 day, 2 days away. So are you open Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? No.
No.
Okay. So we are closed Christmas Eve, Christmas
Day. We are.
So don't try to go there.
Right.
But you know, when people have their family and friends in town visiting, so we can go, when do you reopen again?
Right, the day right after Christmas. The exhibits will be
26th.
open. Yeah. Great time to come in and relax and watch a movie. See if there's any Christmas sales in the store, and then go watch a movie. You can talk to our visitor experience specialists right there at the front, who are always very friendly, and they have a movie list, and just pick out a movie and go enjoy the day after Christmas in the theater.
Yes, you bet. Okay, and then anything else coming up that we want to know about?
Well, we do have, I don't know if you've noticed, but there is some construction that's been going on the river side of the building.
Right across from my office, I can see it.
Okay, wonderful. And so what's happening there is a new exhibit space for the Science on a Sphere.
Ooh.
And so this is a really impressive globe. To simply put it, it's a globe, but it has 3D projection. And we have a variety of films and audio-visual experiences that will be projected onto this sphere. And it's a great learning tool, and in addition to being really entertaining. And so that is hopefully going to be opening in late spring. So stay tuned for the Science on a Sphere opening, not just for awesome educational programming, but to come and check out and see all the different programs that we will be showing on the Sphere.
And if anyone's interested in finding a new volunteer experience to start out the new year, make sure they contact the sanctuary.
Absolutely, and we love to have new volunteers, and there's quite a few opportunities for volunteers. Everything from greeting visitors at the Heritage Center to the big ROV competition, our underwater robot competition, which it just grows and grows every year. Last year we had 30 teams. Who knows how many we'll have this year? It's gonna be April 20th this year, and we'd love to see new volunteers all the time, all sorts of different things to do.
Okay, so they can contact you at the sanctuary, and the number is?
It's 356-8805.
Or your website is so informative. It's one of the nicest, easiest to use websites I've ever
seen. Great, I'm glad you think so.
Yes, and the website is?
thunderbay.noaa.gov. And of course, we'd love to see folks liking us on Facebook. We have a lot of Facebook. Every day there's a new and interesting historical tidbit. We're talking about what's going on at the sanctuary, trivia, sometimes contests. So check us out on Facebook at Thunder Bay Shipwrecks.
Jeff always puts on his Facebook page, so I always see, you know, Governor Snyder mentioned you in his last address, and all the shipwrecks that are being found everywhere. And it's amazing with the water going down, how many shipwrecks are being found everywhere. Oh,
it's across the Great Lakes. It is really interesting. The water levels are, I mean, they're popping out of the sand.
I don't see. I think they're rocks. No, it's a ship.
Right.
Pretty amazing. Well, I want to thank you very much for being here, and on behalf of all of us here at WBKB, thank you all so much for everything that you do in our community.
We love it. Thank you.
Certainly have made us a destination point.
It's a great community to be here.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll be right back with some information on the Real Fun Ice Fishing Tournament following these messages. Hi, welcome back. My last guest today is Erin Bushy, who is the president of the Real Fun Ice Fishing Tournament. Hi, Erin.
Hi, Nancy.
When you were here last time, we said, oh, you know, it's February. All of a sudden, December's over now, so we have January, and then it's February 16th is the event, coming very quickly.
It is. It's coming very quickly, and we are excited and we are ready to go. Tickets are here. For those of you who don't have your tickets yet. In the past, they have been yellow. They were doing white this year for something a little different. They're available at Clem's, at Bucks, at the Chamber, Alpena Chamber of Commerce, and at Top of Michigan Insurance Agency.
Now, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so some of those locations will be open to get them to put in stockings or wrap in presents, or they can contact you.
Absolutely. They can call at 989-464-3600. 3697.
Okay.
Or they can email us at info@icefishingalpena.com.
Okay.
And one thing I want to mention is, if you're struggling for a stocking stuffer or a gift idea and you think, oh, they don't ice fish, they don't want anything to do with ice fishing, one thing I want to mention is at the bottom of every ticket, there's a perforated slip where you fill out your name and your address, and it's got a number on the bottom. The day of the tournament, we are going to do an on-ice drawing after the tournament is over at 3 o'clock to give away a 42-inch flat screen TV.
Woohoo.
Yes, and our local Walmart has generously donated that last year, and they have agreed to donate it again this year. And last year they gave us a really nice TV. It was a 3D LCD. It was really nice. So I would anticipate that regardless of whether you fish or not, you could win a very good prize, and there are only 1,000 tickets sold, so your odds are excellent.
Very good odds.
Yes. Yes.
And last time we didn't have enough time to talk about sponsorships, and we want to let people know what a great way to get your name out there, get your business out there, support the community, get a tax deduction, all those good things.
Absolutely, absolutely. All the proceeds from this tournament go to benefit the Alpena Wildlife Sanctuary River Center, which will be an interpretive and educational center about the sanctuary. Some people call it Island Park, some people call it Sanctuary.
Duck Park.
The Duck Park, yes. We have a very unique ecosystem here, and it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, not only, like you said, to support our community, but we will give you advertising on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Real Fun Ice Fishing. We have a website, www.icefishingalpena.com. You will get advertising on that. You will get on our printed material, which every ticket sold gets a handbook with the rules and everything. You'll get your logo, and depending on the sponsorship level you wish to provide, you can get an advertisement in that book.
And that book's a work of art?
Yes, that is designed by Industrial Image. It is designed by professional graphic designers. Industrial Image is also a sponsor. So you know that what you get will be a quality ad. If you want us to design it for you, Industrial Image can do that. If you want to provide your own, you can do that. You will also get on posters. Posters go everywhere.
Yes,
they don't go just where tickets are sold. They go all over, not only our community, but surrounding towns. And I've even had some go downstate.
Perfect.
So yes, and one of our sponsors, well, Top of Michigan is always wonderful. Our top sponsor every year. They've been so generous. They put up posters in their branches. Also, Frank's down in Linwood is one of our top sponsors, and they've always been great at distributing posters as well.
Very good.
Yes, so it's great bang for your buck, and you get the good feeling of supporting our community.
And you had some updated information about prizes?
Yes, we're going to have over 30 prizes this year. We've done 25 in the past. We've decided to bump it up a little bit so you get a little more to vie for. We are doing, again, first prize this year. The quad has always been popular. It's a Yamaha 450 Grizzly. It's a great quad. It's great all around, and it's nice for a first prize. We're going to be giving away a chainsaw this year. We got a whole bunch of stuff from Vexilar that we'll be giving away, some handheld sonars, some ice deucers, shanties, a whole bunch of wonderful stuff. We have some beautiful, a local person has generously donated some beautiful handmade Swiss skis. Ooh. They are works of art. They are gorgeous. So we will be giving those away as well. Okay. So yeah, there will be a lot of opportunities for prizes.
And the River Rats are joining you this year?
Yes, yes. The River Rats, if you've heard of them, it's a summer program traditionally. Well, last year they kind of came and they did some games, and people loved it. The kids had a blast. So this year they have generously agreed to bring a tent, and they will have a huge tent set up on the ice. They will have more kids' games. They will have educational opportunities, and they will have a place for the kids to go and warm up.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have better weather this year than we've had in the past.
And now, last time when we were rushed to, we didn't get a chance to say how the tournament works. So tell me from beginning to end how the tournament works, because it's a pretty unique thing.
It is. It's fun. We cordon off the area, we rope off where all the holes are drilled.
And it's held at Grand Lake.
It's on Grand Lake. It's on Metzler's Bay. People call it Whiskey Bay. There's a DNR launch right there at the mouth of the bay. And you can come in on the ice at the bay, at the mouth of the bay, and it's not a far walk. We don't hold it too far offshore, so people are able to access it. If you are unable to walk or you have a hard time walking, we will have people available to run you back and forth to the tournament. Yes. So if you're worried about that, please don't be. We will make provisions for you. We want you to come if you want to be here.
Perfect.
And so people come out, and there are people in line at 5 a.m. waiting in the dark with all their gear because they want to get their hole. They know
where they want to be.
Yes, they have got the sweet spot, and they are going to get there. And people stand in line. You can enter the tournament area at 9 a.m.
Okay. Rush to your hole.
Rush to your hole. There will be people there checking gear because we try to discourage as much cheating as possible. We try to keep it as fair as possible.
Yes.
So you can come in and you run and you pick your hole, and it's all very exciting. You can put a line down to check your depth, but that's it.
Okay.
From 9 to noon. Then at noon, we'll sound off a big, usually it's an air horn or something like that. We will let you know that it's lines down, and at noon you can put your lines down, and you can fish until 3. The first fish caught and weighed in will win a prize again this year. So that's always exciting. So if you catch a fish, regardless of the size, we know they're going to be small. They're small fish, but run it up, weigh it in. You will win a prize. And also this year at noon, one thing that we are doing differently is we are going to have a whole slew of tagged fish. And it probably won't be at noon. It'll probably be shortly before noon. Sometime between 9 and noon, we're going to release all these tagged fish right within the tournament area. And if you catch one of those tagged fish, you could win a prize. We're going to have a whole bunch of great prizes to give away.
Good.
So there's another exciting opportunity to win something.
And I like how your tournament is too, because you could catch a fish and still win a great prize.
Yes.
Because they're kind of spread throughout the 30 prizes. So
we do. We try to structure our prize structure in a way that it's exciting to win, no matter if it's later on in the day or not. It's still, I mean, we've had people saying, oh, I hope somebody catches a bigger fish than me because I want to get bumped down to the next spot because I really want that shanty or that chainsaw or that auger or whatever it may be. So yes, it's exciting. And the fishing commences at 3, and we'll let you know when the time is done. It'll probably again be an air horn or somebody over a sound system, depending on what the weather permits. And you can come in to the tournament where the weigh-in area is, and we will give away all the prizes at that point in time. So if you win something, you will leave that day with a prize.
Perfect. You
Yes.
have to go pick it up somewhere.
Yes. Well, the quad you do have to go. Yeah, the quad you do have to go in and sign some paperwork and that sort of thing because there are tax and title fees associated with that.
All right, and we're just about out of time, but it's fun. It's for the family. There's food, there's refreshments, kids' games. Even if you don't buy a ticket, please come and enjoy. But do buy a ticket because we need to sell all the tickets.
Yes, we do. We want this River Center to happen, and we've done some great things with the funds in the past. There's the dock system and the kayak launch, and we want to keep bringing beneficial things to this community. So the help you can provide.
And Erin, thank you and your committee. I know how hard you're all working, and congratulations. I look forward to talking to you again and hearing about the good success of the event.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Thank you. From all of us here at WBKB TV, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please stay tuned for Dr. Olin Joynton.
Good morning. I am Jay Walterite, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is the ACC portion of Talk of the Town. With me this morning is Director of Missions, Mike Colleen. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Jay. Thanks for having me in. It's always good to come in and talk about ACC and what's happening.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you as a guest, Mike, and I know that we have you here often because you have such good information for the people.
Perfect. Thanks. I appreciate it and hope we'll be able to do that again today.
All right. And you also answer your phone and say yes, so that's another reason. What we're going to talk about today is registration for spring semester. Spring semester starts, first class is January 14th, that's correct?
That's right.
And we have some registration information to talk about between now and then. So where should we start?
Well, I think the biggest thing is what can you do now, between now and the holidays? We still got a week or so that the college is going to be open, as we're open through Friday, December 21st. 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. If you're somebody out there who still maybe need to take our Compass placement test, possibly have some financial aid questions, just want to try and get all those things taken care of before the Christmas and New Year holidays when the college is closed, that's the best thing you should be looking at doing now. Clear that off your plate so then when we get to January and registration starts, January 8th, 9th, and 10th, That's all you have to do is register, your placement testing's done, your financial aid is in place, and you're ready to go for when classes start on the 14th of January.
Okay, so let's talk about a couple different scenarios for students here. Let's talk about a first-time student who hasn't attended classes at ACC before. What do they need to do to get started?
Right. If you've never attended ACC, the first step is the application for admission. Stopping and filling out in Van Laer Hall. Obviously, it's extremely accessible online at our website. It's a real simple one-page form.
It's free?
It's free, yep, and it comes directly to me, and we'll process it in our office. We're at the point of almost processing them daily. They come in, we're getting them done. We're just right up to speed right now. So that's your first thing. And then it'll be that Compass placement, the financial aid component. Those are all things you've got to really want to try and get into place before you meet with those advisors. So the application is first step. Mailings and information will follow from there to get you through the next steps.
What is placement testing, just real quick?
Yeah, that's a reading, writing, numerical skills test. It's not an entrance exam. It's for use for placement purposes only in English and math classes. We don't want students to come in and get into something too easy or too difficult, something that's going to be right for them based on their program of study.
So you don't go right into Calculus 3. I'd probably start out at algebra. Maybe.
Right, exactly. That's sort of what it's designed for. People come in and go, well, I want to take this math. We just want to make sure you are ready for it. It helps you succeed better.
Okay, and that doesn't take a long time. I think it's a couple hours for the test.
It's a free test, about an hour and a half if you sort of plan that for. Everyone's different because it's really untimed. It's fairly low stress, so just come on in. And Kim down in our testing center will certainly take care of you.
And that would be a good thing to take care of that last week of December that the college is open.
Right.
Yeah, get that out of the way. Okay, let's also talk about financial aid, which is extremely important. Oftentimes, I've been told that students assume that financial aid is almost immediate. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's not. It's much faster than what it was in the past. Before, there was a paper application that you had to U.S. mail 3 to 5 weeks before the college would get your information. Now that's an all completely online form as well. It's still, but once you hit submit, it goes to a federal processing center. They process it and send it to the schools you list. So as long as you list Alpena Community College, we will get it in about 3 to 5 days now. So if you do your financial aid here this week, Monday or Tuesday, there's an outside chance we could have it Thursday or Friday for you just to come in and see. If not, it'll be sitting there waiting for us to process. When we come back after the new year, you'll be able to stop in, get things going as the college opens up on January 2nd, I believe.
Right.
After the holidays, people can come in and get things taken care of once again before registration starts on the 8th. So
there's a small window of time there, but we really want students to understand that they need to get on that quick.
Right, don't delay. Even if you don't fill out your financial aid until December 26th, fill it out, get it in, get the process going so that once the new year gets here, we'll help you through the next steps.
Okay, well that's a great scenario for those first-time students. How about the student who's maybe off at university for the fall semester? What can we do for them?
Well, you know, they may be home for the holidays right now. First semester off at the four-year university, either up in the UP or downstate or potentially even out of state. And who knows how their experience went. It could have been very positive. Maybe it didn't quite go as they planned. And if that's the case, we just want them to know that coming to ACC starting in January is a very viable option. We have a lot of students who went away first semester and found out that either academically, financially, distance from home, maybe they've changed their mind with their program, whatever reason, there's no wrong reason, they've decided to come back to ACC, grab some of those general education classes, and take a semester with us before going back to their schools next year. So that's like a real option. Once again, if they haven't applied, have them do the application. And if your financial aid is at that other school, you just have to go out to the website and add Alpena Community College as a school choice. Once again, your stuff will be sent to us, it'll be all processed free and clear from there.
Yeah, on the FAFSA, which is the financial aid application form, you get, what, 3 choices?
I think it's even up to 5. You can list up to 5 colleges. So if you do have other ones listed, just add us and we'll have it just in case.
Yeah, it's free and there's no problem just including us. It doesn't get you on any list or obligate you to anything.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's talk about a student who may have graduated last spring and took a semester off. How would they get involved?
That's a very big part of our population at this time too. They maybe took some time off, maybe they had some seasonal employment, maybe they had employment in general and they found out that, boy, I just really want to go back to college. Same thing, it'd be a great idea to come in either full-time or part-time. Wide range of options, and that's the thing, full-time or part-time, hands-on technical, book work, maybe online classes. Really, we have a wide range of different options for people, no matter if you are that returning student, new student, home from a university. A lot of the same process, application, compass, financial aid. You really want to try and get so much of that done here early, but no matter when, just get it done.
Get it done. Don't wait.
Don't wait, exactly.
All right, well, we only have a few seconds left. Why don't you go over the pertinent details for registration coming up?
January 8th, 9th, and 10th. Those are the 3 days. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. On the 8th, we're going to be from 1 to 4. We have a new student orientation at noon. It's about an hour and a 15, hour and a half minute orientation session. Rolls right into 3 hours of registration. And then the 9th and 10th, we're there from 9 in the morning till 7 at night. Come on in, no appointment necessary. Advisors are there, financial aid's open, placement testing. We're all set for the classes to begin on Monday, the 14th of January.
All right. Well, great, Mike. That's just about all of our time. But once more, I'd like to encourage our students to don't wait. Come on in, talk to Mike. He's easy to talk to, and he'll get you started on that process.
Absolutely.
So that's all of our time. I am Jay Walter Wright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is Talk of the Town.
This has been Talk of the Town with Nancy Smitham and Dr. Olin Joynton. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on Community. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.